Yeah, Morne, got your first 5-wicket haul against Australia today. Well done. Was it a day late, or how'd you sort of read it?
I guess, if you can say that. But, I mean, what happened yesterday for us this morning, we needed to step up. Otherwise, we were staring at 700. So it was important for us to start with intensity with the ball. We still had a new ball, and I felt, with a harder, newer ball on the wicket, especially yesterday, you were always in with a chance. So it's key for us to start off well this morning.
Morne, yesterday it looked like the game was over. Today it's a whole different ball game. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, well, I mean, after 500, I suppose so. But, also history at this ground also tells us a different story. I think we've got two guys, especially Graham is set now and he's looking good. And if we can build on a couple of partnerships tomorrow, I mean, that first session is going to be key for us and bat well and play well. And hopefully by the end of the day's play, we could be, more or less, in range or close to their target, and we'll take it from there. I mean, we always know that day 3 is the moving day and an important day for us as a unit. So, come here tomorrow, there's going to be 11 very hungry South Africans, taking the field.
Morne, you got Michael Clarke's wicket in the end, but what's the experience of bowling to him at the moment with the form that he's in?
Yeah, obviously he's in fantastic form, and I was hoping at one stage to take a squash ball onto the field because the way he was seeing the ball was like we were bowling with a beach ball. But anyways, look, he played beautifully, and things are going his way at the moment, and so I think it's important for us to find a way for the next innings or for the next test to stop him from scoring runs. Obviously, it's no point getting a team 3 for 50 and then after that it's a massive partnership. So it's important for us now to find a way, and hopefully we can get that.
Morne, you're suggesting that you'll bat there'll be a bit more intent tomorrow, that the run rate will increase, because you've gone along at 3 today. Australia were going about 5.5 for most of their innings.
Look, I think there's so much time left in the test match. We don't have to fall into that trap. I think if we go to 3 and there'll definitely come a period where we'll pick up the run rate a little bit. So I think for us, it was just important to get a couple of good partnerships going today. And unfortunately there was 1 or 2 soft wickets. So yeah, like I said, for us, it's just the key is to get the build on partnerships, and we'll see. I'll assess how we go tomorrow. Tea time and those sort of things, and you never know.
Morne, where to for Imran now?
Well, I feel so sorry for Imran because he's worked hard, and I think really his big hole is around the corner. And luckily, with cricket, we all know it. I've been in the boat so many times. There's a second innings as well, and the wicket is turning quite nicely, and there's a bit of rip now. So I really back Imran to pull out a special performance. He's a confident guy. The whole team is behind him, and we know he's going to deliver something special.
Were you surprised by Dave Warner's leg spin though?
No, I faced him a couple of times at Delhi, at nets at training. So I always knew he backs himself with a bit of a golden arm. But obviously, he's getting some turn there, so we just have to watch out.
Yes. Morne, you played your entire career under Graham's captaincy, and there was maybe a suggestion after the #1 had signed with Surrey that maybe he was thinking of retiring and that kind of thing. But obviously, he's still very motivated and still wants to play for South Africa. What do you think keeps him going, and what is he like to be play under?
I think Buffy. I mean, he's one of the best captains I've ever played. And the amount of passion and pride he's got for this country, and the way he's leading. A lot of the guys, a lot of the people don't see what happens in the change room, what's happening behind the scenes, and the way he gets the guys. Like yesterday was a tough day. The way he gets the guys to get going and to pull us up and get us up and pick us up, the way it's unbelievable. I think it's a sort of experience you don't buy at the supermarket, as they say. And he's a fantastic leader, and we've seen it again today. We needed a guy up front to be solid, and he's still there on 109, not out. And I really hope tomorrow can be a big day for him.
Just flowing on from that, Morne, what was his message to you last night?
To be honest, last night the coaching staff and Graham, even this morning, didn't say much to us. I think in a way, we're a team that we realised and we know what was needed to be done. You know, the time for talking in a way was over, so we needed to react and we needed to step up and pull up our socks. You know, I mean, I know it wasn't our best performance yesterday, but it is also a performance that we needed to put to bed and really come back and be strong this morning. You know, like I said, if we gone through the motions this morning, we would have looked at 700, and then, you know, we were really in deep trouble. But luckily, we know, like I said, this team always finds a way to fight back, and I think in a way you can never, you know, count us out, and we'll fight now for the next 3 days, and hopefully it can go well.
Morne, I think after stumps last night, probably most South Africans felt like they did after Australia's innings in the 4-3-8 game. You know, we all know what happened there, but you've had a better day today. How much more do you think you have to do to pull it back to an even keel? Is it a time equation or a numbers equation?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know, like I said, I think the game plan would be not to even look at the scoreboard, just to bat, you know, and see how we go from there. And then obviously during breaks, lunchtime and tea time, assess and see how we are. As soon as you start playing the scoreboard and all those sort of things, you know, I think you can put yourself under pressure. And you know, the experience we've got with AB and those guys still you know, coming into bat, Faf, and they type of guys who can rotate the strike and also score the quick rate. So if needed, you know, we can pick up the rate. But, you know, like I said, there's so much time still left in the test match. So it's for us just to get solid foundations and partnerships going, you know, that's the key for us now. I mean, we're at the back foot and we fought our way back nicely. And then, you know, for us it's just important now to tick on that.
Morne, what kind of shape is Jark in? How is he sort of moving in today? And do you think he'll be all right batting?
Definitely. You know, luckily he had another, you know, day's rest now, and obviously tonight as well. And then tomorrow morning, I think he'll start, you know, running around a little bit and things. So for us, it's important to in a way be strong today, and for him to get that little bit of extra rest. But like I said, you know, Jark is an unbelievable leader as well for the team, and when needed, you know, he'll step up. Obviously, that's not for me. I mean, I stay out of the medical rooms and all those sort of chit-chats. But like I said, you know, Jark is, he loves playing against Australia and loves playing here. And, you know, I'll definitely, if he's 50% fit or 40% fit, he's a really tough guy. I think he'll bite the bullet and he'll do it for us.